So it's 18:23 p.m. It is Friday. Happy Frisky Fetish Friday. Didn't get to the library today, but I'll try to do that next week. Yeah, my usual ride there ended up having to cancel, so oh well. Mm. But this one's a yeah, about me, the U.S. disconnect. Yeah, because I thought about this a lot because I live in the U.S. It's bullshit. It's a shitty country. It's a shithole. And despite how proud many are of it, we're so behind. And how the disconnect comes from not realizing other things about other cultures or even ourselves as a whole. It's so sad. Like, it's funny. US history is at best a massive lie, depending on which parts of it you look up. Um, and just how much we don't know about things. Even I don't know shit about stuff sometimes, and I'm learning now. I'm still learning. Fuck. Because, I watch John Oliver, so I learn a lot more out of him than I ever have out of fucking teachers and shit. And it's baffling to me how forwards other countries are versus us, how we're so backwards. Like, I often talked about with some people, like, I wonder if a country bombed us twice and helped us rebuild, we do a lot better technologically and thought process wise, too. I mean, we should be having a lot more upgrades and stuff. We should have more shit going on that benefits us versus rolling time back to the fucking 60s. So sad, man. Mm. I mean, the easiest way to effect change, kill off the old motherfuckers that are holding us back. I mean, shit, you look at Congress, it's a lot of old motherfuckers that are sitting there, oh, we don't need this. Where's the benefit? What's the monetary benefit? You'll be dead before you see the fucking money, asshole. Damn. But it's not just that, it's also just culture. Because for a long time, like, I didn't think anything of the outside world. I'd never met anyone outside of the U.S. Growing up, I didn't. But as I got older, I did. And it was a lot of fun. And I learned a lot about different cultures and how they're so much more sophisticated in how they handle things. I mean, you look around the globe, 70 plus countries have universal health care. We don't. Um, 70 plus countries treat their citizens either better than we do or slightly poorly, but general consensus, it depends on where you go. Because some countries it's really nice, other countries it's fucking totalitarian attitude. But here it's like, ugh. I mean, it's sad that for all the cries of, equality, we're still behind on that shit, no matter what. Oh, I had a good food baby abortion. I had a New York deli sub from Wally World, so that's been evacuated. Ugh. But it's just strange to me how inept we are. And sometimes I have my inept moments too, where, I don't understand something and then I'm like, okay, what does it really mean? And I ask around because I'm curious and I want to know versus being dumb as hell about it and not, not wanting to, not unwilling to change. Yeah. For a while, I was afraid of different things. I used to be afraid of guns. Then I started watching Kentucky Ballistics. Now I love guns. I still love guns. I loved them as a kid, but as I got older and was around a toxic situation with guns, no, no, and then I started watching, like, oh, they're cool as fuck. Mm. Damn, that's good. What else? I don't care for who's in charge. I really don't. Trump is an idiot. Such an idiot. I did a bit on that shit with the election. That's just blind loyalty. Blind leading the blind. Yeah. Except the the blind man in charge likes to spew the stupidest rhetoric, repeats himself numerous times to make himself sound smarter. And it just shows how poorly he handles everything. I mean, hell, even the way he handled COVID was horrible. Dumbass. And that's sad, too. That was really fucking sad, because I almost lost my aunt to that shit. Yeah. She caught it, I think, before I did. Yeah, she caught it before I did. I mean, that shit put her in the hospital. It was bad. And my one friend Nick, he's a nurse. He works at one of the hospitals, and we were talking about COVID when it was still going on, or it was after the fact, like 1.5 years after, I think. And he brought up how in the COVID ward, the hospital he was at had 5 beds available for that shit. Yeah, it was bad. Oh no, it was ICU. Or, yeah, it was COVID or ICU. Or it was whatever. I forget what ward it was, but yeah. It was intense. I'm trying to think. I think it was just a COVID ward, and they had 5 beds available for that shit. For the real serious cases, they had 5 beds available. I'm like, that's bad. Yeah. It's amazing. I keep learning so much shit, and I'm like, man. And in my head, I'm like, I come up with all these different ideas of how to fix things, and it's like the obvious choice. The obvious deal is cull off the old folks that are in charge, because they aren't affecting change. Shit. And the saddest part is that the U.S. itself is so disconnected from itself. It's amazing. Oh, and I'm not the only one. Like, you see a lot of it, and a lot of people are either really mad or they're just content with what's going on. Like, fuck it, I don't care. It'll change. It'll get better. No, it won't. It doesn't get better until somebody stands up and says, I'm tired of this shit. Let's change the let's change the, not agenda, narrative. That's better. Yeah, let's change the narrative. And it's annoying how many people want to change it, and then that never happens because there's too many fucking strings attached to changing the narrative, which is really sad. I hate it. I hate living here. It's sad. Like, I wish this place was better. So it used to be nice in the 90s. And then after the 90s and 9/11, that shit kind of went down the hole bad. And hasn't really come back very much, except for when Obama was in charge. That's about it. But, I don't know. I feel bad for Biden. Fucking prostate cancer, Christ. And the ironic part about that is he was sick. Like, he just got diagnosed with that shit, but you can see the signs of it as you trace back to when he started having issues and whatnot. It's wild. I mean, hell, like, I look back now and thinking about his hair thinning out, like, he was probably doing chemo a little bit or whatever. I don't know. But Sad. Damn. I wish the world. I wish it was a lot better here, but it's really not. It's just not. Like there are some good things, but not a lot of things. Like you want to say there's a lot of good here, but then it's like specify good. What is your definition of good? For me, it's sunsets, sunrises, library, shopping, Wally World, movies, um, just enjoying the fresh air, tanning, and working out when the occasion hits. Yum. Um, but yeah, other than that, like on a higher scale, it's shit. Good grief. I mean, hell, if I was in charge, I would totally pull out of the UN. I did a podcast on this shit too. If I were president, you can check that out in the podcast appearances playlist. Yeah, I first thing I would do is pull out of the UN and tell them I will see them at the end of my first term because I gotta fix shit in my country before I can eat. Because for one, the U.S. shouldn't even be fucking with other countries, honestly. Import export, sure, but working in like wars, infrastructure, deals, and other shit, no, shouldn't be involved at all. Fuck that. Our focus, U.S. focus, should be on the U.S. and trying to make it better, so that we don't have PTSD, we don't have mass shootings, we aren't treating black people still like second class citizens. It's wild to me. Everybody's so afraid of school and shit. Like, when I went to school, it was easy. The only school shooting I had to deal with was, what, Columbine? No. That's the only one that I ever had to deal with, Columbine. And then after that, everything went fucking AWOL. Now it's a yearly tradition. Sometimes at the beginning of the year, sometimes the middle of the year. Sometimes it's right before they let the fuck out. But it's wild. It's sad. It's a sad state. It's a sad state to live in when you gotta wonder if there's gonna be a school shooting this year, or if there's just gonna be a random riot or whatever. I mean, fuck. I was watching John Oliver's thing on coronavirus and whatnot, and I still got to finish watching that because I was really enthralled by that and how everything went down. Because I remember a lot of that, but like for me, COVID was fun. Well, no, when I had COVID, it was not fun. I hated that. Ugh, that was a nightmare, and I did a video on that too. But when COVID hit and coronavirus and all that shit, I had a field day. I had fun. I got shit done. I got a lot done. I was like, fuck this. Can't go nowhere. I'm gonna do some shit. I got writing done. I got my unit cleaned. I got what else was done? I forget what all I got done, but I got a lot done at that point in time. It's nice. So nice. Kind of wish we had lockdown again, but no. Oh. But yeah, the last one I watched, it was really sad because it was the one where he ended with the black woman talking and how she's angry. And I'm like, yeah, I feel that shit. I really do. I really feel her anger, and she's right. Because all we want is equality. Be glad we're not hunting for revenge. Because if we were out for revenge, mercy. The South would be on fire right now. Yeah. A lot of a lot of racist states would be on fire right now. Not even exaggerating that. They would be on literal fucking fire because blacks would be an uprising, and you never know who would be leading that charge. You never know. And it's wild because other countries look in at us, and they're like, why aren't you fighting back? Why aren't you standing up for yourself? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you letting this happen? And they don't understand because when they see when they see shit going on that doesn't mesh with them, they rise up, they handle it, and it's gone and done with. Over here, we're too fucking afraid to even raise our fist. All we do is gather for protests and the occasional musical collaboration with whoever and make an album over it. Oh, donate to who the fuck ever, too. Pray, because that's gonna do shit. Thoughts and prayers to the school shooters. Okay, that's not helping anything. Give me a break, man. Do something creative than just fucking like, oh, we need to pray. Prayer ain't gonna do shit. No, it's not. You want to effect change, you need to get rid of you need to take religion out of the question right then and there. Take that out of the equation and throw that in the trash. It's not going to do anything. Although, speaking of religion, shit, I would take, fuck, if I was in charge, I'd take all them hungry cocksuckers' money and give it to the proper places that it needs to be done. Because fuck them getting rich off dumb shit and bullshit greed tactics. Ugh, dumb. So dumb. But it's the thing is, if everybody in the U.S. would accept that history isn't as it's written and work to do better, our country might be better. I mean, it's funny. We're 340 million strong against like 8 something billion total. Like 7 something billion total people. Like, come on. We're weak motherfuckers. Christ, we're so weak. We're the weakest. We're the weakest fucking country ever. Ugh. Might have the biggest nuclear stockpile and shit, but honestly, we're a bunch of pussies. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh my god, it's so sad. Like, I wish we were better. We have the capacity to be better, but you don't see people affecting that change. Or if they try to affect that change, they get killed for it. Or they just quit all around. Or they accept the pay. They accept the payout. It's even dumber. I don't know. I don't know. Even if I could leave this country, I wouldn't know where the fuck to go. I really wouldn't. Because I've never traveled before. I've never been on a plane or a train. No, I've been on a bus. Never been on plane or train. But yeah, I wouldn't know where the hell to go. Probably somewhere better than here, though, but I don't know. It's just wild. Because I look at how much better other countries are. And yeah, all those countries have their flaws. No country's perfect. The only country that's number one for happiness is Denmark. That's amazing. I don't know how, but wow. I mean, shit. I mean, their top minimum wage is what, $22 an hour? That's not bad. Crazy. But the saddest part about it is that as much as we want change, and I like to see change, it's never going to happen. No. because the rich would rather keep their boot heels on everybody else's necks and backs versus lifting them up and helping them, which is what they should be doing. But oh well, right? Crazy. I still find it crazy that women are still treated like shit. And now finally, men's mental health is properly at the front line for a change, too, because we go through so much. I mean, hell, I go through a lot of fucking shit. Ugh. I mean, hell, let's see. I am too afraid to face my own shit because it's so overwhelming. Like, I'm gonna be 40 in a year. Next year I'll be 40. And I still live at home. I haven't worked since 2003 because I had a decade of ankle surgeries. Um, and that was 2000 and 2010. But I'm still afraid of, that innate fear of needing surgery again. I'm afraid to get in shape because I don't think I could handle that. I can't handle my own fucking reflection. Christ. I really can't. No. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I don't know, my case manager's like, what can I do to help? Like, nothing. Because nothing to fucking help with. I mean, there are days where suicidal ideation is so much fun. And some days I want to follow through. But I don't feel like it. Too much energy. Some days I will take my knife and drag it across my throat. And cry. Yeah. Because I feel so inept about shit. And time was all the shit I've been talking about used to get in my head. And used to, overwhelm me to the point I'd be in tears. And blank out for a while. And dissociate to get better. But now I'm just like, I live in a shithole country that don't want to change because they don't understand that someone who's qualified is a better choice over someone who's not qualified. Crazy. So fucking crazy. Oh, that's better. I mean, I got a kick out of seeing Jasmine Crockett. Her clips are funny as hell. I love her. I mean, the way she shuts someone down is so expertly swift. I would like to see her as president one day. But it won't happen because America's not ready for a black woman in charge. They accepted Obama. But, yeah. Yeah, sad. I liked Obama. I really did. And I was so hoping Harris would have won, too. But, oh well. Here we are. It's just really sad. Like, it used to be fun. It used to be peaceful. There used to be a time when you could leave your car door unlocked at the mall. Yeah, I come from that era. That's how nice, that's how peaceful it was. Fuck, dude. Hot summer day, everybody roll their windows up and shit. Like, no, leave them down. It's hot. Air the car out. Like, we're only going to be here an hour. Okay. Turned into 2 hours. Car was still there. Shit. I don't know. It's wild how much. And everybody. And Caucasians are trippy as fuck. Always want to cling to woke. You don't know what the fuck it is. You're not black. God. Maybe if this was Mirror Universe America and you were slaves back then, you'd understand. But no, you weren't. You were the masters. And that was just so fun. And that was just a whole fucked up ordeal. So fucked up. Wild. And it's the Gulf of Mexico. Fuck America. Ugh. God. Oh. Because I like being educated. I like learning a lot of things because, if it's explained to me, if it's broken down right and I get it with a metaphor, cool. If not, and people want to be cunts about it and be a smartass, I'm going to block your ass quick. Or I will throw it right back at you with like the quickest insult I know. The reason I like John Oliver is because he's funny. His punchlines hit so damn good. But he's also educated. Like, he shows what's going on. Even though he's British, he's an American citizen. But I like how, he's got an outside point of view, but he's living inside the States. It's wild. Like, you can talk to any foreigner, anybody from another country who has visited the U.S. in their time, and they will tell you how they feel about it through their eyes and what they remember and they know. It's like what they see is not what you and I see. Like, you see, oh, it's all hunky dory here. It's America. We're great. Like, yeah, okay. How great are we again? Funny as shit. It's wild, man. I mean, I wish there was a day you could turn on the news and not hear about a shooting, not hear about murder. And it's funny, a few years ago, Baltimore City, I'm an hour away from that shit. And they hit their 300th or 600th murder for the year, or homicide for the year. And my sister, without missing a beat, she starts singing "Celebrate Good Times." Come on. Sad. It's so sad. Oh, man. And I would handle Baltimore easy, too, if I was president. Fuck. Oh. Oh, man, it felt good. I would handle Baltimore so easily. I'd just wipe it off the map. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not that callous or vicious, no. No, I would sit down with every gang leader and make them the easiest fucking deal. Like, hand over your guns, ammo, drugs, and we'll pay you what they're all worth. On the promise, you don't commit any more crimes and you police yourselves. Simple as that. And rebuild the neighborhoods you tore down and ruined as a result of all the violence you put out. Simple shit. And if they do it within a year's time, wipe their records clean. Can't do that. They'll just do it again. There's always going to be holes with this shit. Everything has its issues. But it is a start, though, right? It's better than going on a fucking march or protesting. And protesters are funny as hell to me. Because they'll take up to the streets and shit, but if it's a police matter, they'll take up to the streets. Why don't you fucking protest in front of the precincts? You ever think about doing that? Protest in front of the cops themselves. That way they can't go nowhere. That way they have to deal with you face to face instead of blocking traffic. Be smart about it. Like, damn. And I like the idea of defund the police. And it's not just take all their money away, it's rebuilding it from scratch, as I learned. And I like that idea. It's smart, it's easy, it's easy on paper. It's difficult to execute because everybody's bullheaded and shit and they don't want to hear anything. But yes and no. It's wild. So sad. It's. I wish we had a better leader that knew what the fuck they were doing versus being a fucking clown and looking like a clown at that. Jesus Christ. And it's more baffling that people don't see it. So funny. Like, how you don't see it is wild. All you see is just whatever. It's so dumb. Like, Trump don't care about nobody but the oligarchs and his immediate family, if that much. He doesn't care about the people. He doesn't care about anyone else but himself and the money. Fucking free jet my ass. Because you and I, if you're listening to me and agreeing with me in some capacity, you and I both know that jet was not free. That jet probably has tons of surveillance bugs on them already. If they haven't been removed yet, they're probably still there. Jesus. It's crazy. So crazy. And I wonder about the coronavirus body, the burial pits and shit. Did they dig them bodies up or are they still buried there? Did they burn them after the pandemic ended? Or did they just leave them buried deep in the ground to decompose forever? Makes you wonder. Because even I wonder that, because I actually tagged the New York Times in the post, because I remembered they had that burial pit out in Jersey, and I know New York was burying some of them somewhere. I forget where it was, but yeah, I wonder if they dug them up or burned them where they were. It makes you wonder if they're still buried there. Shit, I don't know. Anything's possible. I don't know. I've never been so perplexly disappointed in government, you know? It's wild. I hate my government. It's stupid as fuck. It's the dumbest fucking government I've ever seen. Yesterday, I got a letter from Department of Human Services, and it was for my SNAP. And they needed utility verification and shit. Now, I had already written down everything I needed to write down. I had to send in a letter saying of what I pay in rent and what all that covers. And now I have to give them more information. And guess when that bitch is due? Tuesday. Or no, Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, even my case manager's like, why would they make the due date a holiday? I don't fucking know. But I hate that they give it to you a few days before that. Because I had to call them, and thank fuck I wasn't on the line waiting very long. Gracious for that. Versus fucking Social Security, which can go fuck itself. With their wait times. Hate them. But no, this one was really nice, and she didn't, drag it out or make it complicated like other ones do. So yeah, I hate it. Because you have to have your paperwork turned in by a certain time frame, and if you don't, you can lose your benefits. It's just so dumb. And I'm like, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? And I'm like, It's frustrating. It's so goddamn frustrating. But that disconnect, like, and it applies to the government. There's a massive disconnect in the government. Christ. Ugh. Like, I would dismantle the motherfucking government and restart from scratch. Shit. Like, it's not. I always say it's not that hard to do because, I'm autistic. If you didn't know that, well, hello. I'm autistic. I don't have a helmet. I might go buy one, depending on what color it is, if it's on sale. Fuck. But I say it's not that hard because I would go in there like, okay, this is done, this is done, this is closed. This is going to reopen after we go through everything. But yeah, I am aware it's not that easy to do. But in my head, it's like, I know exactly what I'd fucking do. Yeah. People wouldn't like me in charge. That's for sure. Shit. But I don't know. And whoever's next after Shithead, hopefully they'll do better. Hopefully they'll bring change around that actually works. Because, fuck, dude. Even schools are a fucking joke. Depending on where. In America, school's a joke. Absolute joke. It's like, fuck, let's prepare for the next school shooting this year. Christ. It's sad. My elementary school, they have cameras all over the fucking building. At almost every corner of the building, there's a camera. So sad. Because I remember when that school didn't have cameras outside. Shit. But. And I've seen school systems outside of the states that are so damn good that it makes us look like we're still in kindergarten. Oh my god. I forget where it was. It was either. Let me think. I want to say Germany, Turkey, or Poland. One of them was actually paying their students to do jobs and shit. They were giving them job training and paying them for their work. I'm like, why can't we have that? Fuck. And no, it wasn't not Votech. No, not Votech. I mean, we have job training here for. Oh, I think it starts with juniors. You got to be a junior to get job training and shit. But like, these kids are overseas in school getting paid. Carpentry, automotive, all this shit. And I'm like, damn. Why don't we have that? I saw a video the other day of a teacher who quit high school teaching because the students didn't want to learn. They wanted to be on their phones. They weren't showing up for class. And it was difficult for her. I'm like, fuck. That's sad. I mean, a lot of schools overseas have actually locked down cell phones for the day. Like, some of them Australia fucking prohibited smartphones cell phones and social media, one of the two, till you're 16. That's impressive shit. Because, see, they care about their youth. They understand that their youth is in crisis. Their youth needs help. They understand it. Over here, we don't understand that shit. It's like, fuck, give them kids PTSD. We're doing good by them. What's a school shooting? They'll grow. They'll learn through it. Okay. She wants your kids to grow up fucked up. And you wonder why your kids have trust issues and abandonment issues. I got that shit. But they'll have it for different reasons. Oh, man. And just the lack of education. Like, I did my vid on sex ed and shit. Like, it's wild. Like, over here, education is so bad that you might as well compare it to if people overseas are reading uh Dostoevsky, or I can't pronounce his fucking name, you know what I'm talking about. Um and all those other big name ones, we're still stuck with Spot and Clifford, the big red dog. That's where we're at. We might try Animorphs or the Magic School Bus next week, but this is why I'm grateful for reading Rainbow. I am ever grateful for Laura Burton. Absolute best father figure for the 90s, no matter what anyone says. He is so underrated as a father figure in the 90s. Whew, fuck. If it weren't for reading Rainbow, I wouldn't be at the library all the fucking time. He is the one who got me into books. He should be the fucking librarian ambassador for the U.S. easily. Because you get more knowledge in a library than you will at a fucking school or a college or a university for that matter. They will just tout out the same bullshit textbooks and you don't learn enough. You don't. Go to the library, read books, understand shit, build your mind. Fuck. It's wild. You learn so much, and it's such a great gateway to knowledge. And having street smarts helps too. I remember I got into an argument with some bitch on Whisper over that. She's like, I have 3 college degrees. I'm like, I have street smarts. I can go to the library and learn about what you are studying and know more. It's like, oh, I feel so bad for you. You just don't understand. I'm like, what, that you have 3 pieces of paper that I can roll up into a fucking blunt and smoke? 3 pieces of paper that don't mean shit in this economy. Oh, man. And it's wild. And here's a funny thing. The lowest paying job in the U.S. is a lumberjack. Yeah, sad, right? You'd think it'd be a lot more, but no. Because I was curious about that, because I was watching X-Men Origins Wolverine, and, you know, in that movie, if you haven't seen it, Logan was a lumberjack for a while. And I was like, I was curious, how much do they fucking make? 17 to 18 grand a year. That's fucking a just a no, it's about poverty line. That's sad. And you'd think they'd make more, right? Because they're in a dangerous environment. They're dealing with, you know, multi fucking like 100+ feet tall trees and shit that are deciduous. I forget which term that is tree wise. I remember the term, but I don't remember the full. I forget the other term as well because it was deciduous and something else. But yeah, deciduous trees and healthy ones and replanting trees as well. But yeah, you think a job like that, you know, you're making a lot of bank, right? Fuck no, you're not. Christ. That's sad. Ugh. It's just wild how the whole world works. And how you think some jobs are high paying while other ones are shit. I mean, hell, a teacher's salary is anywhere between 60 to 80 if they're lucky. And truckers can make anywhere between 80 to 190, depending on where they're at. And that's a difficult profession too, because not everybody's cut out to be a truck driver. It's a lot of work. It's sad. And it's that disconnect. Always a disconnect. Because the pay isn't good, the conditions aren't that great. A lot of people don't know shit. They're willfully blind to all this shit. They don't care. They're like, oh, that doesn't matter to me. It's not gonna affect me. Like, okay. I bet you think everything that you buy at Walmart is instantly made in America, right? Everything that's in Walmart and Target is instantly made in America, right? Bet you don't look at them tags, huh? Tariffs won't affect me. Really? Ugh. Tariffs and inflation. The greatest enemy and friend of the economy. Because I'll tell you one thing, if them tariffs ever go into full effect, because, annoying Orange likes to play hot potato with that bullshit. Retard. It's gonna fuck a lot of people over globally. Not just here, worldwide. Because we get a lot of import, export out of different countries. Not everything is made in the US. We get a lot of stuff from Canada, we get stuff from China, Japan, Malaysia. I talked about that in some of the toy vids I uploaded, because a lot of the toys, they come from overseas. Mexico too. Everywhere, man. Shit. Even Temu and Shein. Oh, damn, have up their prices because of tariffs. Oh, it's wild. It's sad. It's really sad because it hurts the consumer. That's you, that's me. Because, we got to pay more. Time was I go to Walmart and drop $20 and bring home like 20 fucking things. Now that's like 2 things. Pitiful. Ugh. It's wild. So wild. And another disconnect is climate change. Yeah, this is really funny. People are. I remember this was just a few months ago, actually. Britain or the UK had hit a high of 80 degrees. I don't know, it was 79 degrees. I'm like, oh, that's nothing. A lot of y'all forgot about biomes in science class. It helps to know biomes. Just because it's 79 in the States, 79 overseas is different. Because it's a different country. It's a different continent. It's a different biome. Like, damn. And climate change is so apparent, too. Like, I watch it every night on the news. Every night. The nights that I am downstairs, anyway. I'll catch the weather and they'll be like, oh, back in 1919 it was like 85 degrees, and then in 1954 it was 19 degrees for a low. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? One time it was like 101 in 1900 or 1898 or something. I was like, damn, I miss them days. And then for the low, it was like 54. I'm like, shit. It's wild. And sometimes we end up breaking previous records for highs and lows. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Thanks, climate change. Oh, fuck. The Great Barrier Reef is dead. Oh, he's there. Oceans are declining, marine life is dying, food chain is dwindling and reshaping itself. Aliens still won't come visit because we're assholes. God. It's wild. You know what would fix a disconnect? A hug. Just start. Just one hug would start. It would start. But I don't know. Because there's so much anger out there and shit. And a lot of it stems from people who don't know how to be in touch with their emotions, so they're emotionally retarded. I don't know how to handle my emotions. I'm gonna be angry. Kill everything. Give me my guns. There's me. I was like, fucking pissed, man. It is what it is, right? It's like, fuck, man. I'm gonna go play my game and blow some heads off and feel better. That's healthy. That's constructive. Whatever. I don't know. It's sad, but I don't know. Disconnect is such a bitch because it's like trying to tell. It's like talking to a brick wall that doesn't want to hear you. It's like telling. It's like telling paint drying to dry faster. Yeah. It's like when I went to Cobb 51 and painted that sunset for Jess for her birthday. She never got the painting, by the way. I still have it. The what was it? Oh, the class runner pointed out that there were hair dryers to use to dry the paint faster. I'm like, oh shit, that works. Yeah. So I was using the hair dryer to dry my shit faster so I could finish the painting. It's nice. Coordinator. That's the damn word I'm thinking of. Fun stuff. Good play, good studio though. I like it. Kind of sad there were only three of us there. Or no, two of us. No, three. There were three of us. So sad. I think if people got into arts and crafts more and been artsy fartsy, they'd feel a lot better. Getting outdoors is good too. I mean, hell. Uh, I mean, I still enjoy phone calls and going outside. Shit. But my phone is dry for the most part because nobody ever bothers to call half the time. I'm used to being alone. I'm used to it. Because I've given up trying to make friends and be in the moment and stuff, it's hard. Because when you lose so much, yeah, actually, it goes back to a video, reel that pops up on Instagram once in a while that I always share. And it's a woman crying in the rain, like bawling her fucking eyes out. She's like, and the caption is, "You will only ever cry like this once in your life, and after that, you will never be the same again." That's what I got going on. And a lot of people have that going on, and they don't know how to. They don't know how to either process it, accept it, work through it, or explain it. For me, it's fuck. It's like I wish I could go back in time, warn myself that this is going to happen, and try to do the best I can. All I ever do each day is try. Sometimes it is simple as writing, making a simple suggestion to do. Do slideshows. Okay, I can do that. It's easy. Because that, one, productive. Two, emptying my laptop. Oh, man. I don't think I told you about that. I had done so many slideshows up to a certain point that I had 29,000 pictures in video projects, and they were eating up space on my laptop, and I didn't know that. Because I was like, why am I running out of space? I deleted all that, got the space back. Fucking, what was it, 10, 15 gigs? Yeah, even I was shocked. Ugh. Sometimes it is just screaming into a forest and scaring somebody who might be in there taking a shit. Or taking a piss. Or fucking. I don't know. I haven't screamed. In probably 10, 15 years, at least. Yeah. I do a lot of silent screaming, though. Yeah. Silent crying. Try not to bang my head. Try not to punch my head anymore. I haven't done that in a while, though. Pretty good, huh? Yeah. Most autistics can't even process or comprehend not doing that because it's, habit. You get into that. I was like, I don't like doing it because then I feel bad and then I apologize to my head for punching it because I shouldn't have done that. So, yeah. Massive disconnect with mental health, too. It's just disconnects all around. How about them egg prices, though? Coming down, though, but fertility eggs are still expensive as hell. They are 25 grand a piece. So, bargain with your daughters, nieces, wives, girlfriends. See if they want to pay off some debt. Sell them eggs. Scramble the fuck out of them, make more kids. Oh my. It's wild. Dude, economy is so bad that some people have had to divorce just so their spouse could afford WIC. That's bad. And imagine how bad it's for their mental health. Like, they're happily married, but they had the divorce because of that. That sucks. I mean, who would have thought happily ever after would turn to shittily ever after? Ever after. Fuck, man. Oh, man. I don't know. I just wish things were better. Don't you? Or are you just content with how they're gonna keep running down the fucking hill? I mean, shit runs downhill. And you don't see motherfuckers ice skating up it. Nah, never. Well, Trump, but he's an exception. He's special. Who put this shit here? It's lovely shit. It's solid shit that I can skate through. It's so solid, I can make it through the solid shit. Because it compacts together and it's good. There's no smell either. Little bit of a smell. Not too bad of a smell. Ugh, whatever. He still faked his assassination. Because, real talk, he faked it. How do I know? I mentioned it the first time when it happened and how he'd have PTSD. Because if you get shot at, if you're a cop, anybody who's been shot at, anybody can attest to this. If you've been shot at, you have PTSD. No matter what, you have PTSD from that shit. Because that's a fear. That's deep fear. You're afraid of being shot again. And for him, him in charge like that and being shot at, he would have PTSD. He's not showing any signs of that shit. None. Magically, his ears healed. Ketchup packet. Oh, man. And I'll also say, no presidential candidate is perfect. None of them are perfect. They had their highs, they had their high points. A lot of them have their low points too. But no one of them is perfect. Because as you know, every time, and this is on every news outlet, I mean, it's mostly on the more political ones though. They always point out, like, oh, well, they should be living up to Reagan, they should be living up to Clinton, they should be living up to Nixon or Ford or Johnson or Washington, Lincoln. You're devaluing them right there saying that. They should live up to some dead motherfucker standards. Screw that shit. Fuck them. They're dead and gone. Well, they could be the next Kennedy. You sure about that? You want them to be fucking some celebrity and then possibly get their head blown off? Come on. Think. Oh, fuck. I don't know. It's a disconnect because they're going by past results that were 50-50 at best. It's like, look how they're doing, look how these new people are presenting themselves. They have a plan, they're educated, they know what the fuck they're doing. Give them a goddamn chance. Let's see how they go. Ain't hard to do. But no, people don't want someone of color in charge because it doesn't feel right. They can't see themselves in their shoes because they're not that color. Well, guess what? You can go to the motherfucking paint store and buy you a pail of black or brown or chocolate or mocha. You can bathe in that shit and act like you're black or brown or whatever minority you want. Okay, do that. Like, fuck. I don't understand why I can't be like them. You really want to be like him, that man? Yeah, I really do. Okay. We'll have opposite day. Next Black History Month. See how you like it. See how you like that shit. Tar, feather your ass, whip you, rape you in front of your family, break your will that way, because that's what happened. Instead of making you go pick cotton, you can go pick out my Starbucks, bitch. Go get my Wawa, honky. Oh, man. Disconnect. It's worldwide. It's not just in the nation. Mostly in the U.S. It's second tongue. No, actually it's the first tongue. First tongue's English. Second tongue is disconnect. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, well. I feel better. I do. I feel a little bit better now. Fuck. Normally, I don't get political. I really don't. Because most of the time, it's always the same fucking arguments. And you can't have healthy discussions anymore, even in fandom, which is based on politics. Ain't that a bitch? It's based on politics. But nobody wants to recognize that except a small fraction of that. Like, damn. But whatever. So, I'm gonna get off here, upload this motherfucker. It's gonna take a while to upload because it's an hour long. Oh my. So. Till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.